Let me tell you, I've seen just about everything you can imagine on four wheels. From fender benders to jaw-dropping near misses, the road is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. From priceless classics to wild custom builds, every car has a story. Some are stories of pride and passion, others of hard lessons learned the hard way. But what about the stories that happen to your car when you're just driving down the road minding your own business? Sometimes the most important moments are the ones you never see coming. You're heading to work or the grocery store, thinking about your day, and suddenly, bam! Someone runs a red light or makes a lane change without looking, and you're caught in the chaos. In that split second, everything changes. Your heart's racing, your mind's spinning, and you're left trying to piece together what just happened. The other driver gets out, points a finger, and starts telling a completely different story. Suddenly, you're not just dealing with the accident, you're dealing with someone else's version of events. Suddenly, it's your word against theirs. Who is anyone going to believe? It's a real mess, and it happens every single day in every city and town. This is where a little piece of modern technology becomes your best friend. I'm talking about a dash cam, a small device with a big impact. Think of it as an impartial, unblinking witness that sits quietly on your dashboard or windshield, always ready to capture the truth. It doesn't get flustered, it doesn't forget details, and it certainly doesn't take sides. It's there for you, every mile, every minute. It just records what happens, plain and simple. No drama, no bias, just the facts as they unfold. Having that video evidence can be the difference between a massive headache with insurance companies and a quick, fair resolution. It can save you hours of arguing and mountains of paperwork. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared for the realities of the road today. With more distractions than ever, you need every advantage you can get. In a world full of distractions, a dash cam is your silent guardian, always ready to tell the truth. It's there for the unexpected day or night. You wouldn't drive without insurance, right? Or without your seatbelt fastened. Think of a dash cam in the same way, a basic layer of protection you shouldn't go without. It's a fundamental piece of safety and security equipment for any modern driver. It's as essential as airbags or anti-lock brakes in today's world. It's a small investment that can save you thousands of dollars, endless frustration, and protect your good driving record. The peace of mind alone is worth it. We spend so much time and money on our cars, polishing them, tuning them up, making them just right. But what about protecting all that effort? But we often overlook this one simple device that protects us from the biggest risk of all, other people. It's easy to forget, but it's crucial. It's time we change that. Every car that leaves my garage and every car on the road should have one. It's a small step that makes a huge difference. The peace of mind that comes with it is priceless. You can focus on the drive, knowing you're protected. Knowing that no matter what happens, you have a record of the event is incredibly reassuring. It's like having a safety net you hope you never need, but you're glad it's there. You can drive with more confidence, knowing that if someone tries to pull a fast one or cause an accident, you have the proof you need to set the record straight. No more second guessing or sleepless nights. It takes the guesswork and the arguments out of the equation. The facts are right there, clear as day. It's a simple, effective tool that empowers you, the responsible driver. It puts you back in control, no matter what the road throws your way. So let's talk about why this little camera is one of the most important upgrades you can make to your vehicle. It's a game changer for your safety and your peace of mind. It's not flashy, but it's one of the smartest. Sometimes the best protection is the one you barely notice until you need it most. So, what is this thing I keep talking about? You've probably heard the term dash cam thrown around, but maybe you're not exactly sure what it is or why so many drivers are suddenly interested in having one. A dash cam, short for dashboard camera, is a pretty straightforward device. It's not some mysterious gadget reserved for techies or car enthusiasts. These days, dash cams are becoming as common as seat belts. It's a small video camera that you mount inside your car, usually on the windshield or the dashboard. The placement is designed to give the camera the best possible view of the road ahead. Its whole purpose in life is to continuously record the view through your vehicle's front window, capturing everything that happens as you drive. Some more advanced models even have a second camera to record the view out the rear window, which is a feature I highly recommend. This way you're covered from both directions, front and back. It's your own personal eyewitness, capturing everything that happens on the road in front of you, and sometimes behind you too. Whether it's a close call, a fender bender, or just the daily grind, it's all on record. It's like having a film crew dedicated to your daily commute, silently documenting every mile you travel without ever asking for a coffee break. Now you might be thinking, Do I have to turn it on and off every time I drive? Will it run out of space? Is it going to be a hassle to use every day? That's the beauty of it. Modern dash cams are designed to be completely hands-off. Once you set it up, you can pretty much forget it's even there, until you need it. They typically plug into your car's power source, like the cigarette lighter or a USB port, and they start recording automatically the moment you turn on the ignition. No extra steps required. You don't have to remember to hit a button. The dash cam takes care of itself so you can focus on driving. They also use a clever feature called loop recording, which is a real game changer for storage. This means when the memory card gets full, the camera automatically starts recording over the oldest files. You never have to worry about running out of space or manually deleting old videos. So, you never run out of space and you always have the most recent footage available. It's a seamless process that keeps your dash cam ready for anything. The best part is that you don't have to sift through hours of boring footage of you just driving to work. These cameras are smart. They know when something important happens. They come equipped with something called a G-sensor, which is a type of accelerometer. This sensor is always on the lookout for sudden movements or impacts. If the camera detects a sudden jolt, like from a collision or someone slamming on the brakes, it automatically locks that specific video file. This ensures that the crucial footage is protected. This means the crucial moments leading up to, during, and after an incident won't be overwritten by the loop recording. You'll always have the evidence you need. That locked file is saved for you to review later, providing a clear and protected record of what happened when you need it most. It's like having a digital witness that never forgets. In short, a dash cam is a set-it-and-forget-it device that acts as your vehicle's black box. It's always on duty, even when you're not thinking about it. It's there to provide a factual, unbiased account of any event you might encounter on the road. No more relying on memory or he said she said arguments. It's not some complicated piece of spy equipment. It's a simple, accessible tool for everyday drivers. Anyone can use it, no tech skills required. It's for you, your spouse, your kid who just started driving, everyone. No matter who's behind the wheel, a dash cam adds an extra layer of security. It's an easy-to-use safety net in a world where the roads are getting more and more unpredictable. With so many drivers and distractions out there, it just makes sense. And believe me, having one is a lot better than wishing you had one after the fact. When something unexpected happens, you'll be glad you have the footage to back you up. I've heard countless stories from friends and fans about road incidents, from minor fender benders to full-on highway chaos, but one story in particular really sticks with me, and I think about it every time I get behind the wheel. A buddy of mine was driving home on the freeway, just cruising along in the middle lane, minding his own business. It was a typical afternoon, sunny, traffic moving at a steady pace, nothing out of the ordinary. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a car from the right lane swerves directly in front of him, trying to make a last-second exit, barely signaling. My friend had to slam on his brakes and swerve hard to the left just to avoid a major pileup. His heart was pounding. Horns were blaring, tires were screeching. It was one of those heart-in-your-throat moments where everything seems to slow down for a second. He managed to avoid hitting the other car, but it was way too close for comfort. He was shaking, adrenaline rushing. Both drivers pulled over on the shoulder, still visibly shaken and trying to process what just happened. This is where the story gets interesting and honestly a little unbelievable. The other driver, a guy who clearly made a reckless move, gets out of his car and immediately starts yelling, trying to make a scene. He claims my friend was speeding and cut off, insisting that he was the victim in all of this. It was a complete fabrication, an obvious attempt to shift the blame for his own dangerous maneuver and avoid responsibility. Without any other witnesses who stopped, it became a classic he said situation. My friend was fuming, feeling totally helpless. He knew he was in the right, but how could he prove it? It seemed like his word against the other guys. The other driver was loud, aggressive, and sticking to his story, trying to intimidate my friend into backing down. It's a frustrating and powerless feeling that too many drivers have experienced, especially when you know you did nothing wrong. Thankfully, my friend had a dash cam running the whole time, quietly recording every second. He just calmly pointed to the little camera on his windshield and said, "It's all on video. We can watch it right now if you want." You could have seen the color drain from the other driver's face. Suddenly, he wasn't so loud anymore. His whole story fell apart in an instant and he started backtracking, mumbling excuses. There was no room for argument, no space for lies, not when the truth was right there on camera. The argument was over before it even really began. The dashcam ended the drama in seconds. He didn't have to call the police or file a complicated insurance claim filled with conflicting stories and endless paperwork. The video showed exactly what happened: a safe, alert driver reacting to a reckless one making a dangerous move. The footage made all the difference. It was clear, undeniable proof. That story is a perfect example of why a dashcam is so essential, not just for peace of mind but for real protection. It's not just for the big metal-crunching accidents that make the news or go viral online. It's for the near misses, the false accusations, and the everyday moments when you need to prove what really happened. Sometimes the truth needs a little help, and a dash cam is the best backup you can have. It protects the honest drivers out there from being taken advantage of and gives you confidence every time you drive. It turns a potential nightmare of disputes, insurance rate hikes, and legal battles into a simple, open and shut case, saving you time and stress. My friend was so relieved he had that camera. He said he'd never drive without one again. He said it was the best $100 he'd ever spent on his car, and honestly, after hearing his story, I have to agree with him completely. If you drive, a dash cam is worth every penny. Driving isn't what it used to be. Every time we get behind the wheel, we're entering a more crowded and hazardous environment. The number of cars on the road is higher than ever, and unfortunately so are the distractions. People are looking at their phones, messing with their infotainment systems, or just not paying attention. This leads to more accidents, more fender benders, and more close calls. The statistics don't lie. Traffic incidents and fatalities have been on a worrying trend. We're all sharing the road with more risk than we did a decade ago, and we need to be prepared for that reality. Beyond simple accidents, there's a whole other category of trouble scams. You've probably heard of them. There's the swoop and squat, where a car suddenly cuts you off and slams on its brakes, trying to cause a rear-end collision that they can blame on you. Or the sideswipe, where a driver in the next lane intentionally drifts into you and claims you hit them. These are professional fraudsters who stage accidents to collect insurance money. They are very good at making it look like you're the one at fault, and without objective proof, you could be facing a massive claim and a hit to your record. And the dangers don't always stop when you park your car. Vandalism and parking lot incidents are another major headache. How many times have you come back to your car to find a new mysterious dent or scratch on your door? Or worse, a hit and run where someone backed into your bumper and just drove off without leaving a note. It's infuriating. You're left with the bill for someone else's carelessness or malice. It feels unfair because it is. You're left trying to explain to your insurance company what happened, but without a witness or any evidence, it's often a losing battle. All of these factors, the increased traffic, the distracted drivers, the calculated scams, and the parking lot perils, combine to make modern driving a real minefield. It's not about fear-mongering, it's about being realistic. Your car is one of your biggest investments and your safety is priceless. You need a tool that can stand up to these modern challenges. A dashcam is that tool. It's your silent partner in navigating this complex environment, providing a layer of protection against accidents, fraud, and vandalism. It's a simple solution for a very complicated set of problems we all face on the road.